Hi everyone, we are here today to chat with Ashley Kuhlman. She is our successful woman from Transformations Martial Arts. Ashley, tell us a little bit about what you do here in Chickasha.
Sure. So I moved here when I was 12. My dad's been here longer than that. I moved here from Missouri from living with my mother. And I've done martial arts my whole life. I started when I was about 3 years old. Ended up getting my black belt the year I moved here. And I'm actually a 4th degree black belt now. So for people that don't know what that means, it means that I hold 4 different black belts. So I teach alongside my dad here, teaching martial arts to lots of different people in the community, children, adults, of all different walks of life. Since becoming a martial arts instructor, I've gradually turned into fitness, and I private train people throughout the day, mostly women. If you were to ask me, I would say that I specialize in women's training. So lots of different amazing women in the community. And then I also have fitness boot camps that we created that I've been doing for about 3 years now. And it brings in all different kinds of people from the community that I wouldn't have met otherwise, which is something I'm really proud about because it's kind of a safe, motivating community of people that we've, developed here. And it's people that like I said, I wouldn't have met otherwise, that I've learned to love, and we get to motivate each other, help them become healthier, happier versions of themselves. So martial arts, fitness, kind of bouncing from here to there, working with children and adults alike. So
how would you define success?
The way that I define success is probably a little different than other people that you will talk to. Most of the time, especially when you're talking to people older than me, when you ask them what their definition of success, it almost always goes back to academic achievements. And for me, it's a little more than that, because I know so many incredibly successful people that, didn't particularly go to college or anything. So I would define success as the doers of the world. And what I mean by that is the people that don't talk about doing things and complain and say they want change and they think that we need to do this and that, but they're the people that wake up and do it, right? So the people that think about it, talk about it, and then act on it. And people that do it from an authentic and genuine place, people that want to truly help our community, help their families, help other families, people that care about one another and that do something to show that they care about one another, not just talking about it. I think in my head that's what I would sum up success for.
If a woman in Chickasha wanted to get involved in the community, do you have any suggestions on how she could do that or ways that she could get involved?
Well, going back to my definition of success is being a doer, right? One of the things that I found from training, and we all know this as women, is we're all a little self-conscious. We're all a little worried about what other people think about us and are afraid to step out of our comfort zone because of those things, which is something I struggle with too. That's why I'm not doing more than I already am, and I feel like I'm doing a lot, but there's more that I would like to do, but I also struggle with that just like everybody else. I think my advice though would be to just go ahead and get out and do it, right? So don't be afraid to ask, because, in our heads, we're sitting there thinking other people are thinking certain things or have certain opinions, and most of the time, they're just worried about their own lives. Like, they're not really worried about what you're doing. So, and they want to help too, but they also, deal with the same kind of insecurity, so they don't like to reach out to people. It's kind of this one thing where everybody wants to make the world a better place, but everybody's afraid to step on each other's toes or do it. So I think if you want to be involved, I think you just kind of get up and ask people, learn to the people that you need to talk with in order to make the changes, whether that's in the schools, figuring out who to connect with to make that happen, or our parks, our community in general, just like anything that you want to be involved in. Find the people, learn about them, most people are willing to teach you what you need to be taught because they want to make the world a better place as well. So just step out and do it, right? Just don't be worried about anything other than making the change, because that's all people are worried about.
Okay, now here's my all-time favorite part. I know it's the hardest for every person that we interview, but do you have a recommendation for our next Successful Woman interview?
Yes, so I knew you were going to ask that. And again, I trained so many successful women in our community that it was kind of hard to, pick and choose between all of them from personally knowing them. But there was one person that I've known for close to 2 years now that just really is a doer. She's a rock star. She is the person that runs Focus Federal Credit Union here in town. I know she's involved with the chamber. She is a mom of 3 beautiful kids and a full-time mom. She's always doing that, running the bank, and she's going to school full-time, which is not something a lot of people know. So she's going to school full-time. She's a full-time mom of 3 kids. She's a full-time, boss at Focus. And then on top of all of that, she comes here and she does my FIT programs, which are 4 days a week, and then she private trains with me multiple days a week. Like, she has her stuff together. She's a rock star, and she's somebody that people, if they don't know, they need to know her. She's awesome. She's Lindsay Kemp, and she's a rock star. She's awesome.
Ashley, thank you so much for chatting with us today. Lindsay, we're so excited to talk to you soon.